Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been non-existent the whole month of January. It was just freezing here in Colorado, so I didn't really even touch the car at all. Ordered some parts. They came in after the track day. Well, first off, if you watched my last track day and my last couple of videos, you know I was messing with some stuff. I got new side skirts for 20 bucks. They're just the OEM ones, so not bad. I got new fenders too, but I'm not going to throw them on. Reason being why I'm working on the car right now is because I got a track day in about 2 weeks, so kind of have to get the car together. Got the new M3 bumper in, and basically what I'm doing right now is I actually bought a Dremel. Looking back at the videos, I butchered the whole strut tower trying to cut everything with a grinder and my fender, so I invested in a little Dremel, just get a little cleaner cut. So basically I'll show you on this side. Because the Wisefab kit has so much caster, this is what the OEM bumper looks like. I'm kind of just following this body line and then just trimming it all the way down so I can have clearance when turning the wheel at full lock. Gonna clean this fender up because it's disgusting. Luckily, I got over fenders that I'm actually gonna install tonight. Nuts, and basically I'm just gonna rib nut the fenders on. I really hate the look of rib nut fenders, but it's a drift car, so the idea is if I spend the time and mold it and then crash or something like that, it's gonna suck to just redo it. So if it's just rib nutted on, it should be pretty easy to take off, and the fenders are ABS plastic. Now, the last video, I built these sick headlights, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would know the unfortunate event that happened. So basically, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and at that time, I hadn't started my car in like 2 weeks or so. So I started the car, and I backed up the driveway, and I just like went down the street and back, and I forgot the freaking headlight that I built wasn't bolted in, and basically the headlight fell out and I ran it over. So I totally had to redo this side, which I just did today when I had some time. I had an extra headlight, and luckily enough, but the only thing that sucks is I spent another $40 on another lens cover. Just walking around in the garage giving you guys a quick update too. So eBay lip, 80 bucks, 90 bucks. But this is the rivet nut tool that I was telling you about, and the rib nuts. That's what is gonna hold on the wide body fender. Here, I'll just pull out the fender too. All right, boom. That's how that looks. Kinda just mucked up. But yeah, thinking like 3 rib nuts up top, and then maybe 1, 2, 3. I don't want to overdo it. I see some cars with like 1 million nuts and it just doesn't look good. I hate that I have to do it this way, but it is what it is. Oh, last thing. Seems Legit Garage. Shout out to you guys. If you watched my last drift day, I had some issues with my dual caliper bracket. Basically, I didn't Loctite the bolts, and the bracket started moving. So they sent me all new hardware that I'm going to install, as well as some axle adapters. I just hit them up on Instagram, and they took care of me. So these guys are awesome. Check them out. They make cool shit. Got a cool keychain too. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get to work. And I've never done a wide body install before. Should be pretty straightforward. Nothing I can't figure out, I guess. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. All right, what's up, guys? I hired somebody to do the work. I don't really work on my own car. I'm just kidding. Once in a while, my friend will come over and give me a hand. So I just got done trimming up this fender, trimmed up the bumper. It sucks cutting a brand new bumper. But right now, we're just mocking up these fenders. He actually read instructions, which I don't do. I figured it out before he even read the instructions. Like I said, this isn't the method that I want to do. Ideally, I would want to mold it, but since this is a drift car, we're just going to go ahead and drill it on. All right, we just had the fender on, and we drilled 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and 5. So basically, on the fender one, I went one size small because the bolts that I'm using temporarily, just using these temporarily, the head's a little smaller. So now that we took the over fender off, I'm going to use the bigger drill bit and drill these out. All right, cool. So we just drilled out the holes. Now it's time for the rib nut. And basically, if you don't know how this works, you just got your rib nut, your tool, and then your correct adapter size. Screw the rib nut on, like so. Get it on there, put the rib nut in, and close it. Twist it off. You got a rib nut. Easy peasy. All right, guys, quick update. So drilled the holes, put the nut certs in, or the rib nuts, and then put the hardware in. And the fender is on there. Don't hate it, don't love it. But it fits the Wise Fabs. The bottom one was a little misaligned, so hopefully it holds. Now, the hard part is they make these bumper caps, but the kit was designed after like the, I forgot, the Leechbach or something, German race league. And it's made for a pre-LCI M Sport bumper, not a M3 bumper. So you can see it doesn't line up. So I'm going to have to cut that length off on this side. So we'll probably like measure that, maybe like an inch or so, and then cut this as clean as possible. All right, quick update. We just finished bolting up this side. Really hate how that looks, but really only have two options for this kit, or for this car. So this kit I actually won in a raffle. It's like $1,300 if you were to buy it for like the full kit. I'm not doing the rears. And the other options like the Street Fighter LA, where you get the M4 style bumper and an actual fender replacement, and that's like $4,500, so not going to do that. So this is all kind of just temporary, and it's a drift car until other companies release kits. But so the bumper cap, as I was explaining earlier, needs some trimming. So we just kind of measured 2 inches from there, and then just going to trim it off and then see how it fits. Boom, one-hander. All right, mocked up the bumper cap, trimmed it. Just put like a self-tapper in right now, and it's bolted through right here. Looks pretty aggressive. Had to trim a lot for it to fit the M3 bumper. Looks all right. I give it a good 6 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10. But right now, since Lebo's here, he has to leave in about 30 minutes. We're gonna disassemble the rear package and Loctite with new hardware, and then bleed the brakes. And then if you look at my rotors, pretty worn down right here. So I got a new set of rotors. I'm just gonna slap in while we do this, since I gotta change all the hardware out. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, so since I only had Lebo here for another 30 minutes, 10 minutes to take everything off, get the rotor off, and basically this is the dual caliper bracket, and I didn't Loctite the bolts like an idiot, and the bolts backed off, and then one of the bolts got stuck. We were able to get it out. Seems legit Garage sent me a new hardware kit, and I got some third locker. On top of that, I was running straight fittings out of the caliper, and this time I got 90s. So the straight fitting, when you're running a straight fitting here, let me show you. I don't even know where I put it, but yeah, just imagine a straight fitting out and the line coming this way. So like the tension pulled the fitting so much that it messed up the coil, so I was able to repair it, and then now I got a 90 on it. So highly recommend running 90s in the event that happens. So gonna get to work. Hey, what's up guys? This is the day or two after the last time I filmed, when we were doing the wide body and the brake caliper stuff. After my buddy left, I had issues bleeding it. We tried bleeding it for like 20 minutes and couldn't get it. So I went to Harbor Freight and got one of these little bleeder valves for 20 bucks and pretty much reverse bled the system. Now the hydro feels good. Finally bolt up the rest of the wide body. I really don't love it. I also don't hate it. So here's what it looks like. final piece to the puzzle. The front, I used self-tappers and then self-tappers, the bumper cap to the fender. And then got all this installed. Got the side skirts on as well. This weekend, my buddy Fernando is gonna wrap it. I'm gonna step in the garage because of the wind, but doesn't look terrible, doesn't look great. Also, the reason why the headlights aren't on is because that halo, some bulbs went out when I dropped it and ran it over, so I'm gonna have to get a replacement. Not bad. Anyways, I know it's just a long, dragged out video of us just talking and putting on the stuff, but that's a quick update. I got, not this weekend, today's Tuesday or Monday? Not this weekend, but next weekend is a drift event, so I'm gonna get it wrapped, go for a shakedown, and yes sir. Appreciate you guys watching.